Stampin' demonstrator for over 5 years. I've been demonstrating at people and covering card parties. When I say demonstrate, I don't actually do much live demonstrating, which I'm going to do tonight. I usually make up the cards and ready for class, and then people copy what I've made. Hello Sandra, how are you? So it's kind of like what you see tonight. I'm definitely aiming for beginner stamper tonight. So yes, anyway, this is a new venture for me to do Facebook Live. It's all a little bit scary, so I thought, right, I'm going to start with easier cards tonight for the beginner as well. And basically, yeah, I get a lot of people ask me, or say to me when I say about stamping, they just say to me that they don't know where to start, they're not creative, or they're not artistic, they couldn't do that. So hopefully this will demystify it all a little bit for you all. And yeah, so I'm going to do simple stamping tonight, and then show you some cards how you can make them a little bit more in depth, really, either for the casual stamper or for the average stamper. So I'll show you some of those samples as well, but I'll just definitely do demo and for the beginner stamper tonight. Yeah, I think we'll just step into it. If there's any questions, please ask. No question is stupid, and you never know, you may help somebody else out as well with that question. Please just ask, because I'm not a beginner, and because I've been doing it for years, I may not point out the obvious, or may not point out what I need to point out to people. So please ask. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to switch it over now. There we go. Right. So this is one of the cards I'm making tonight. I may do another one as well. Thought this might happen. Been having internet issues. Hello. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Right. Anyway, so this is the simple card that we're doing this evening. It's just simple stamping. Just two colours we're using on this one. Granny Apple Green is the cardstock we're using, and Granny Apple Green is the ink pad that we're using, and Poppy Parade. So very simple stamping, and we're just going to finish it off inside as well, and possibly do the envelope as well. So yeah, very simple card. Alright, I'm going to begin. Right, because we're using what we call photopolymer stamps, which are cheaper than our clear rubber or red rubber stamps, we have to use a pad underneath, otherwise we don't get good impressions. So you must always use a pad. I'll use that way. Let's do it that way a bit more. Alright, so because with the photopolymer stamps, they're quite thin, so there's no foam. I'm trying to show you to give you a good impression, but this helps. This just makes it no end better anyway. You really do need to use it. So before I forget, I'll whip that under the pad because I don't want to get ink on my stamps. Here we go. So we've got base card. We're going to do the string first. Just going to put my envelope over there and my other bits over there. Right, so Granny Apple Green. So I'm just going to tap into the ink pad and just do our string. And a couple of taps. Hope you can all see that. I've got a bit of shadow, haven't I? Yeah, got a little bit of shadow going on. A couple of taps. Yeah, so I hope you can see that's the strings for the lights. Well, I forgot to tell you, this is the set we're using. It's called Making Christmas Bright. It was a set that was out last year actually, and it does come with a punch, but we're not using the punch for the beginner cards. Keep it simple. So, and that's in the main catalogue. I don't know about you, but the wind outside is really strong. I think it's playing havoc with my internet for some reason, unfortunately. I've had a few problems last week, so. But let's just hope and fingers crossed. Right, and we're going to go in and stamp the light bulbs. I like to come off the page a little bit because it makes it just look a little bit more professional if you come off the page. And we're just going to stamp leaving a little bit of a gap because we want to put the tops of the lights on as well. So a little bit off the page again. And I'm going to come down and do these ones down here. Just like keep moving. Oh, right, so I missed a bit there, but the good thing with these clear stamps is you can go back and line it back up. Okay, it comes out a little bit heavier, but it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter if you make a few mistakes, I think, especially when you're a beginner, because it's handmade at the end of the day. So I'm going to quickly just clean that. I've got some. Just going to change the light bulb to the one with the star on, just to create a little bit of added interest. So, nearly forgot to leave the gap, so leave the gap at the top. I'm going to go right along, although obviously the cardstock's going to cover that. Alright. Now we're going to go in with the same colour and do the tops. Never work out. Alright, so the wider bit's the top. And just go in. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. I do believe that the internet keeps blipping up. Well, my phone's telling me it is, so I'm imagining you may get a bit of compression on your. I'm just going in. Tap, tap, tap in the ink pad. I'm just doing the tops of the lights. Should have left a little bit more of a gap, but doesn't matter. So yeah, these are mounted on acrylic blocks, so you have to mount them on. And you just create quite firm pressure and just hold it for a second or two as you're pressing the stamp on. Right, that's all the lights done. So now we're going to bring in, we'll go back to the card. So now we're going to do the words, and as you can see there's some stars printed on the red cardstock. This red cardstock measures, I believe it's 80mm by 50mm. Let me just check. Yeah, 80 by, no, sorry, 60mm. So I'm just going to, still got the pad underneath. I'm just going to go in with some stuff in the wrong colour. Whoops, never mind. There's always two sides to a piece of card, so we'll turn that over and we'll just swap to Poppy Parade. Just go in and stamp again, just all over. Sometimes you do get a little ring around really tiny stamps. It's to do with pressure. I probably pressed too hard, so I'm pressing a little bit less hard. But again, it's good to go off the page. It just looks better if you do. Don't really need to do all in the centre because we're going to be covering it with the sentiments. So. Right. I don't know about you ladies, have you all finished your Christmas cards? Have you made any cards, Bev? I've only made the ones that we've done in class. I've got so many more to do yet, but I'm quite behind, but never mind, I'll catch up eventually. Right, I think that will do. Right. So I'm going to do the sentiment, which has now escaped me. No, there it is. Oops. So it's going to say, may your Christmas be, and we need the ink pad open again. Granny Apple Green again. I'm going to do, may your Christmas be, and then bright's going to be in the red, or the Poppy Parade. So I'll just hold it there. Firm press. Cardstock 6. There we go. wind is keep kicking out, I notice. Right, so we'll put that away, although, yeah, we do need it again actually for the centre, so I'll leave it open. Back in the Poppy Parade and the bright, tap, 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 and straight down with the press down. There you go. And that's it, pretty much it. That's going to be stuck. That's going to be on foam pads, that's going to be stuck to the card base. I'm going to just glue that straight in with our glue. This is Tombow multi glue that we sell. Very good. You only need a very thin bead of it around the edge. And it only takes a minute or two to dry, and then it dries very, very good well. So straight in with the card. Just like that. This one's going to be on some foam dots. I've got a little bit of red on there, so naughty me. Our dimensionals, these are the small ones, I haven't got any of the larger ones, so I'll just go with the mini ones. Hello Yvonne, hope you're well. I just have to apologise, my internet keeps kicking out. I think it's something to do with the winds, although I had a few problems with it last week. But yeah, that wind's blowing a gale out there tonight. Quickly get these backs off. Done those ones. I've got a little bit of a mark on there, but never mind. I'll centralise that. Right, we will put some sequins on, but we'll leave them for the time being because I'll get the centre done first, and the envelope, we'll decorate the envelope while we're at it as well. So we're going to put the sentiment inside, which is Friends Make the Seasons Smile. We'll do that in Poppy Parade. So yeah, on this card we're only using two ink colours, just to keep it simple and the cost low. If you wanted to, just want to show that you can make cards without spending loads of money on loads of materials. It's nice to have all the materials, I have to say, but you can do it without as well. So that's that. One red light bulb and one, take that off the block, and one green one. Oh, I've done the plain one. Oh well, that'll be alright. And we go back to our little. Oh, I tell a lie, I'm going to use three colours because I'm going to use a little bit of grey granite on this for the light fitting. You could do it in one of the other colours though if you didn't have it. Just line it up. Centre, your insert rather. Right, and while we're at it, we can do the envelope. You can really go to town with it, or you can keep it simple. I think I'll just repeat what I've done inside on one corner. One colour. Green. There we go. And the little end. But so you can really go to town with your envelopes if you wish. You can I'll probably show you more in the future. You can decorate this flap, or you can put inserts inside as well. I can show you how to do all that in the future though. That's that done, envelope done. Just put it away because I know what I'm like, I'll end up getting in a mess. So I'll stick the insert in, and then we'll stick some sequins on, and then we have a very simple and easy card. I do like this time of year actually, because if if you've got a lot to make, you don't really need to be making really complicated cards. You need to get simple ones done and sent out. Any handmade card is appreciated, I'm sure. Well, any card is appreciated, but I do like to receive a handmade one. There we go. So we've got the insert all done. Card pretty much done. Just keep losing it. It's pot because I end up. Oh no. Hi Sarah. Yep, worried for the fences. Oh no, Yvonne. Oh, yeah, don't. I saw that there was a tree. Where was I? Oh, at Tesco at Gaywood. I noticed there was a tree fallen down, and I thought, oh, we certainly don't need that. I must admit, we're usually quite lucky, but I have got, as you know, I've got leylandii all around the perimeter of my garden, so that can be a bit of a worry sometimes. But I think they're quite sturdy and strong. Luckily, I didn't bring my picker tool. Oh no, it's not in there. I've got a tool that makes this job a lot easier, but I forgot to bring it up. So, hey, I'll just use my fingers for the time being. Tweezers are ideal as well. Yes, I don't know how long the wind's forecasted for. Does anybody know? I haven't actually looked at the weather for. Right, that's it. That's got a few sequins on now, which just makes a little bit of difference, makes it sparkle a little bit more. But yeah, that's your basic simple card for mainly for beginners, but also for people who are just pushed for time, or you just need some quick cards in a hurry, or just need a batch of them. I think we're all, well, I know I'm guilty of not making simple cards. I shy away from simple cards, and I shouldn't really. But right, so that's a simple card anyway. So the next one that I did is what for the casual stamper, and I did this one. So all I did extra was add some cardstock with a punch, which is an extra you can buy. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a light bulb punch. And that's, you can have coloured cardstock, yep, and just add some light bulbs to it. And also I have a punch here, called a corner rounder, or corner punch, sorry, and it has 3 different punches. It's getting there. So this one does the corner, round the corner, this one does a pretty one, and that does a special hole. But that's what's created this punch, yeah, there, and it's rounded the corners, if you see. So yeah, that's what I've done with that one. And then the last one, which is for avid stampers, somebody who's got a die cutting machine basically, and probably a little bit more experience. But I mean, anybody can do it, especially under instruction. So same again, I've actually embossed these in clear embossed, and hence why they're a little bit shiny. Look, but that takes a little bit of extra time, and you need a heat embossing tool and some embossing powder, clear embossing powder. Then die cut this out of a shape, which I've got there actually, but yeah, both of these are die cut out of a shape, and they're a little bit more stamping with the yellow. And the background, once I'd stamped it, I ran that through the embossing machine as well, the die cut machine, which can turn into an embossing machine. Don't know if you can see it, but it's because it's done with this subtle embossing polish, it creates like a linen look. But yeah, that's that one. I don't actually know what the time is. How long have I been doing it? I'm conscious that I don't want to bore you all. So, but shall I make another card quickly? I was thinking I do have another card to make, so I could quickly do one. Put them there. I've lost a sequin on that one, but hey ho. Right, yeah, let's go for another card then. So the next one that I've made is still using the same set. And it's got a string of lights. I don't know if you can see it very well because I've done it in yellow. So yeah, using 3 colours on this one. Yeah, inside. So yellow light, string of lights in the background. The same card stock again. The same sentiment, which we used on the inside of that one, didn't we? Yeah. And inside, so we just changed the sentiments around and a string of lights inside. So here we go. But yeah, just to show you really that you can make some nice cards even if you don't have. What have I done with it? Oh, that's right. Right. So that's that. I've got a little bit So base card again, making sure I get it on my foam mat. Need the long block, and we need the set of lights out of the stamp set, which is a really long set of string of lights, but unfortunately it won't quite go across the page that way, so I'm going to have to move it. Right, when we do this, because they're photopolymer, they will move. They're very pliable, which is good from one point of view. Like with this one, you can actually stretch it out and make it straight and flat, and then put it on the block. I don't know if you can see that. So they do move. They're, sorry ladies, on the internet keeps dipping out. Right, so we're going to go with Daffodil Delight. I'm going to get it right round, so tap, tap, tap. Make sure you stamp, because it's a very long stamp, make sure you get ink. I did miss a few bits earlier on. I'm actually going to turn that round, because I'm now working on a landscape card. If I keep looking at the camera, there we go. So, plenty of ink, line it up, and then firm press down. And I'm just going to go back in, trying to line the strings up, but it doesn't matter too much if you don't. Get a little knobbly bit, but it doesn't matter. And then just try and just have some fun with it, really. Just go for it, because they're a string of lights. They obviously don't have to be straight, they can be all over the place. Obviously if you on another card you could colour all these in, just have a string of lights and colour them in. There's quite a lot you can do with this set actually. Oh, that's gone up a little bit, never mind. This certainly can be totally random, because it's a string of lights, and we all know they can be random and get in a pickle and a tangle, so why not on a card? There we go, that'll do. You get the general idea. So I'm going to close the yellow up, so hopefully you can see that. Now we're going to just do the sentiment, which is that one in gold and green. So, now, do we need that anymore? Yeah, may your Christmas be bright. I might as well do that while I'm at it. So we're going to do that, if I can find a stick. May your Christmas be bright. Great idea for beginners and for those that want or need to batch make. Yes, but I will need to do quite a few more. So may your Christmas be bright. And the good thing is when you batch make cards, it doesn't take that much longer to do a batch of 10 to what it does one, because obviously you do it like on an assembly line. If you have all the card stuff all prepped ready, and yeah, everything cut out, you just go along and stamp 10 at a time as opposed to one at a time, and do it all. So you do 10 of these like this, while you've got your colours out. That saves a lot of time. That's very straight, but never mind. On the table too much. My table is a little bit wobbly. Do I need the red? No. Do need the yellow again. We're going to do a string of lights. So you could do this right across the envelope as well. That would look quite nice, I think, with the string of lights. first set done. That's quick and easy. That one, right. This one is just a case of gluing it on again. Pretty much in the centre. Oh, no, I think my green should have gone underneath. Although it doesn't actually matter because the sentiment's going to... Let's do it differently. Yeah, let's do it differently because it's not going to matter. Ooh. And I don't know if you're right. I'm going to find the middle approximately. You could measure if you want. I just guess it. And then you go from the diagonal or from the corner. And from the corner into the middle. And that creates your banner. And then again, so roughly the middle, about a centimetre, but you can go as long as you like actually. Create really deep banners, but and then into the centre again. And we'll stick that on glue. But yeah, they should have gone underneath the red, but that's just to prove you can do things differently. You don't have to copy and you know all about that, don't we, Yvonne? Doing our own thing. Hi Judy, hugs. Judy. Don't know who's Judy. Who's Judy? Ooh, is that somebody on I don't know? I can't see all the comments now. So if I don't comment, go back and see them afterwards. I just can't actually do and look all the comments while I work, fortunately. Hopefully that will come with time once I've got used to doing these a little bit more. But I really appreciate you all coming on and watching me. Just popping these up on some dimensionals again. I don't like flat cards. I do like a little bit of dimension to a card, however simple it is. I think it just makes all the difference if you just pop it up a little bit. Although bear in mind, because of our lovely postage system, not to put really too much on because then it will send it into the large letter category, which I've been quite several times of that. So, but if you want to keep costs down, yeah, just be very. I've got myself an don't know what you call it, an envelope guide just to check things, but yeah, if you want to keep costs down, you do have to be careful of that. Right, that's that card done. Very simple card again. Oh no, I haven't done the insert. I'll quickly shove that in, and then I'll show you some cards that where I've just stepped it up a little bit with using either the punch or some dies if you have a die cutting machine. But yeah, as I will keep reiterating, dies are lovely and there are some gorgeous dies out there and some really fancy ones, but you can get away without having it. Yeah, okay, my sentiment's not exactly straight, but hey ho, it's handmade. And there we go, that's that one done. Right, and then to step it up a little bit, I used a border punch instead of using, oh no, I just added the border punch, that's right. So a little bit of extra green, and I used this, it's another punch, so it's a border punch that does that. Some extra. And then the corner again that we used on the last card, and just added some of the light bulbs again, and that just sends it from a beginner's card to a casual, more of a casual card. And then to step up a little bit more for the average card maker, did use the die cutting machine. I stamped the background again and then embossed it. I don't know if you can see the embossing. And then a fancy die, and then another die to cut out the sentiment. And then I don't know if it's shiny. Didn't emboss them this time. I did some of our, what is it called, Crystal Effects shimmer, just to make they shine. So there you go. I didn't finish that one off. So that's it, just to show you basically how you can go from simple and just step it up to make 3 different types of cards using the same sort of design, so it's quite, you know, just makes sense to do that. Right. Oh, hello Julie. How are you? I don't know if you've got the winds that we've got here. It keeps kicking my internet out. But oh, Judy's a friend of mine and Stephanie is on online friends. Oh, excellent. Lovely. Hello ladies. Right. Well, I'm going to call it a day there. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it didn't bore you too much. Thank you, Yvonne. Yeah, I hope to do another one next Tuesday, so hopefully you can join me then. If you have any ideas of what I can do, preferably for the beginner. Actually, I don't know why let's turn you around. Here we go. Right, here we go. See, like I've gone red a bit now. Having a hot flush. It's rather warm in here. Yeah, so hopefully to come back next Tuesday. But yeah, I'm always open for any ideas, as long as it's aimed towards the beginner. Really, that's who I'm trying to help at the moment. I hope to go over maybe how I cut the cardstock, how I do layers, and things like that. But yeah, any ideas, please feel free to put them, you know, in the comments. Right, I'm going to bid you all a very good evening because I'm going to have my tea soon when Simon comes home from spin class. Right, thank you for joining me, all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.